All right, hey folks, thank you for tuning in to the Nicholas WX channel here. We are going live for the ongoing tornado outbreak out here in Nebraska, and Iowa, including all the way down towards Kansas and even going down towards Texas here. This is a widespread tornado outbreak, but we are going live mainly up here for the Iowa and Nebraska areas where we have currently two damaging, large, potentially dangerous tornadoes that are on the ground at this time. Again, these are on the ground at this time. We got two velocity couplets within these storms. Here's the first one right here. Again, I'm going to begin to call out some names before I start talking here. If you are out around Creston, large damaging tornado is very close to your area. Here's the newest scan right here. We were a little behind there. If you are in Pigeon, BB Town, you need to be in your safe place now. If you are around the McKellen, Underwood, and Neola, Minden region of Iowa, you need to be in your safe place as well. This is just northeast of Omaha. We just had a large damaging tornado impact the western side of Omaha earlier this evening here, and we had that large tornado cause lots of damage, lots of reports of injuries, and homes leveled are being reported out of Omaha. So take that to note that these storms are going to continue to be strong. They're going to continue to cause damage. If these tornadoes impact a town, you need to be in your safe place. This is not a time to play any dilly-dally. It is not time to walk to your shelter. It is time to run to your shelter. Again, you need to run to your storm cellar, wherever you got to go. Underground is the best place you got to take shelter from these storms. This is where I'm going to mainly stay focused until we can get any other updates here. Both of these storms are still observed. You got the McKillen one here. The new scan kind of got rid of that couplet, so it might have briefly lifted, but around the Quick region and just south of McKillen, Iowa, we got a confirmed tornado on the ground around that area. I want you folks to be in your safe place. This is me telling you as a friend, as calmly as I can. I want you folks to be in your safe place. If you are out in Quick, if you're out in McGilland, Peter, Bentley, Underwood, York City, please be in your shelter. I could not stress this enough. We've had already some damaging tornadoes impact the area. Here's your velocity, and it is starting to break up, thankfully. This is what we want to see. We want to see this velocity really break apart so we could see this storm disappear. But for right now, I'm just going to keep a high alert that this storm is still observed and will be observed for a while now. And it is still confirmed as being on the ground. Take a look at the BB Town tornado here. This is just now crossing 880, Interstate 880. If you are around that area, you need to be taking shelter now. I'm going to really focus over this area. If you're on this highway, get off the highway. Pull off away from this storm. This one right here is the main one. This is a large tornado on the ground, definite by CC drop. CC drop is what shows objects that are differently from rain. Right now, this CC drop is showing a possible large tornado on the ground, damaging as well, as that CC drop is possibly a quarter-mile wide, if not more. I'll measure it here in just a minute. Bear with me, folks, as I try to fix our text here, so there's no confusion ongoing. So bear with me here, folks. All right, there we go. So now that's updated, so I don't want to confuse anybody with that. But again, large damaging tornadoes are both on the ground just east of Omaha, northeast of Omaha. If you're around those areas, just take this as now that you need to be in your safe place. Not only that, we did have a earlier. Does look like this may still be on the ground, according to the newer scans. That looks like noise. So continuing to monitor this storm as well, just north of Moorhead, going into Shoulder, Iowa. We got a few other tornado warnings out and about throughout the region. Going down to Falls City real quick, just to really keep our focus not only on the storms that are currently ongoing, but these storms down here. Large hail is falling with these storms. We do have 2 tornado warnings that are for these areas. If you are just north of Falls City or in Barda, you need to be in your safe place now. Main threat right now is large hail. Large hail up to 2.75 inches is falling currently just on top of Barda and going north of Barda. That is going to be heading into the parts of Missouri and here soon into the Iowa region, so please be in your safe place there. Moving down south, we got another large hail storm going on down here. This storm also has a tornado warning. This is going to include Fort Scott, pretty much the whole county here. And large hail is also falling with this storm up to 1.50, and maybe larger hail is continuing to fall with that storm. Looking just north of Tulsa, northeast of Tulsa, we got a severe thunderstorm warning down here for the foil. And going into Chelsea, this is mainly for large possible damaging hail with wind gusts as high as 65 miles per hour. Now, this storm does look interesting. It has an outflow boundary with it. We'll have to continue to watch it for any rotation, but for right now, not seeing any of that rotation. Taking you down south towards Texas here. We did have a few tornado warnings down here, as well as a few confirmed in the Texas region. For right now, mainly a large hail and damaging wind threat, maybe a QLCS threat for the rest of the evening throughout this area, meaning we can have spin-up tornadoes within broken areas of the line. So that is something we'll continue to monitor throughout the evening, but my main focus is going back up to the Omaha and Iowa regions here. CC drops are beginning to weaken, which is what we exactly want to see. I can't stress this enough that this is a dangerous situation today. This will be a largely remembered day, as we've already had a tornado emergency around the Omaha region. And I'm gonna pull up here try to find some of the footage that has been ongoing here. But it's hard to look at. It's viewer discretion. If you follow me on Weatherman Nick 1 on Twitter, I am reposting these, but look at it with a viewer disclaimer, as it's very, very heartbreaking and hard to see. We had a large tornado touchdown around the Nebraska regions, and we continue to see damage come in from that area, especially in Omaha. If you are west of Omaha, so please do, if you're in the Omaha regions, still stay weather aware as you are under a severe thunderstorm warning. Excuse me, and just take this time to just if you got families affected of the storms west of you, take some time for a moment just to wait it out, as we got some possibly larger hail falling across the Omaha region. We did have a few tornado reports as of now of a possible tornado in downtown Omaha. That has since, again, that's that storm right here that is now moving just towards the Woodbine and Panama areas. If you're in BB Town, I need you folks to be in your safe place. Bear with me as I'm trying to figure out if this is. So, okay, this is a damaging tornado. We did briefly have a PDS tornado warning earlier today, but I don't see that anymore at this time. Now we're down to 1 observed tornado warning. Let me double check. We currently have 11 tornado warnings. Again, 11. Actually, we got 2. We got, I believe that's just 2 areas. Yeah, that's including the same area. So that's this one right here. That's just those 2 warnings. All right, folks. So again, this is a largely dangerous situation. Here's what the storms look like. Bear with me. Here's what the storm looked like earlier. As you can see, that was a strong velocity couplet. That's winds going at outbound and inbound from the radar, and those winds were really tightening and just some largely strong damage was produced around the area, and just now getting some newer footage thanks to our one of our forecasters, Ohio Weather, or Travis Murray, just getting some newer footage of the major violent tornado that was in the area. But absolutely incredible afternoon for the Nebraska region. This is declared as a tornado outbreak now, as we have had just a immense amount of tornadoes touch down around the region. We are continuing to monitor this one storm going just out of Beebe-town now. It is still confirmed. I'm going to go ahead and pull up correlation, and it looks like the correlation coefficient might have weakened to the point. It does look like maybe Beebe-town took almost a direct hit, unfortunately. That's a town of a few houses. So if you are in Beebe-town, and if you're directly impacted, I really hope you're okay. I'm taking big sympathy on what has happened today. Unbelievable, uh, unbelievable amounts of damage that has been caused today. And all right, so continuing to really monitor these storms, though, as things kind of slow down for the moment. Unfortunately, it looks like it's about to uptick once again, so I wouldn't get too excited here. We got this storm around the Underwood area, and I am continuing to monitor the McKeeland area. I will be right back, folks. Alright, folks, I do apologize about that right there. We had something happen here. But let's go ahead and continue. We got a observed tornado warning still ongoing. Just south of Minden here. This looks like this is going to be okay. We got a possibly damaging tornado about to hit the Minden region. I want you folks to be in your safe place. This velocity couplet is just south of Minden. This may go at least a little east of Minden here, or yeah, east of Minden, but it does look like Minden might take a direct impact. Yep, that is confirmed. It looks like Minden is going to take a direct impact. If you are in Minden, please be in your safe place immediately. This is a possibly strong tornado impacting the region here. Folks, this is going to be something that we'll remember possibly. This is a smaller community. So, folks, this is probably where some lower built areas are, some trailer parks maybe. Folks, I just want to just express how much you need to be in your safe place. If you are in a mobile home, get out of that mobile home. Go find your neighbor. If your neighbor has a well-built home, go into their home and run into the most interior room of their building, away from doors and windows. Try to find anything to cover your head. Pillows, bike helmets is recommended. Bring you a weather radio. Bring your phone. Move into an interior room of a sturdy building. Do not go outside to try to record this thing. Go inside and take shelter immediately. This is a dangerous situation. You need to be in your safe place. Bear with me here, folks. We're still getting damage reports coming in from the Omaha region. We need you folks to just really be careful, if so possible. And this is again, dangerous situation just heading into the Minden region. A large couplet is now. All right, we got a tornado emergency. Again, we got a tornado emergency for the Neola and Minden region. This is a damaging tornado. This is a life-threatening event that is currently ongoing. A damaging tornado is on the ground just on top of Minden now, just heading north towards the McGill, Shelby. If you are out in front of this, you need to be in your safe place now. They switched this over to a tornado emergency. Apologize there, as this is again, large damaging tornado that is now on the ground. I'm trying to get a visual of the storm here from radar. Here, and I'm going to try to get a 3D view of this storm as bestly as possible to kind of really see what we got going on. But as I do that, folks, again, I cannot stress this enough. This is a dangerous situation is ongoing within this area, and folks, this is something that you cannot mess with. You need to be in your safe place now. Moving into an interior room of a sturdy building. Do not wait. Run to your shelter. A tornado emergency has been issued for the Minden region. Very large tornado now being reported. This is a strong couplet, and I want to show you CC drop here. Here just recently. Here's our CC drop. Actually, it's really hard to really tell what's going on, but right here is where our CC drop is. It is now moving out of Minden. If you are in Minden, I still want you folks to be in your safe place. Do not emerge yet. We need you folks to just stay there until the storm moves generally out of your area. It's about to move over to the next area or the next county line here, folks. So if you are out in front of this, let's go ahead and start covering the outside areas. If you are in McGill, you are next. If you are around Shelby, you're also next. Yorkshire. I do apologize if I pronounced your town name wrong. Y'all are next. I need y'all are next in front of this storm. If you are in Tennant, Portsmouth, Harland, Westphalia, Kirkman, Iron. All right, we got a new tornado emergency for the other areas out here that I just mentioned. Again, Shelby, Tennant, Harlan, Portsmouth, Westphalia, Panama, Erling, Definance, Ireland, Kirkman, and just those areas in Iowa. This is a very dangerous situation, folks. I need you to be in your safe place now. All right, folks, so right now we are covering this tornado emergency in Iowa. We currently have a debris ball on radar to what yep, there it is. We got a debris ball on radar just north of the Minden region. This is a damaging, large, destructive tornado that is currently ongoing. Again, this is in a tornado emergency. That means this is a life-threatening tornado that can cause lots of damage and just catastrophically injure lots of people. So please be in your safe place. Get to a basement. That's the most important thing. Get to a basement, into an interior room of a sturdy building if possible. Move to a safe place. Do not dilly dally. I need you folks to just be in a safe place. This is in a very dangerous situation, and we cannot wait. I need you again to run, not walk, to your safe place. McGill, you are directly in this monster's path, is what we're going to call it here. So be in your safe place. Do not leave until I say so here. Minden, you are mainly out of the area, so I would say, folks, I'm praying for y'all. I don't know what's out there. Now it's just to wait what is out, what happened. But I'm really praying for you folks out there that just went through this, and it's not good. We're getting damage, lots of damage reports already. All right, so folks, this is not a fun situation. You folks need to be in your safe place now. This is a damaging tornado. Now we got we got a lot of reports of damage coming in from the Minden area. This is a very dangerous situation, folks. This is unbelievably dangerous, and I cannot stress it enough that this is dangerous. So, folks, move into a safe place now if you are in the McGill area. Folks, we are now going to have Travis join us. All right. Hey, welcome, Travis. We are currently live for the tornado warning here, or tornado emergency. All right. Well, that didn't work well. All right, so we're getting a lot of tornado warnings getting issued now. I think we just had 2 at least get issued. All right, so we got a bunch of tornado warnings. This is a wide-scale tornado outbreak still ongoing throughout the regions. We got 1 tornado warning in Texas, 1 in Oklahoma, 1 in Kansas, 1 in a couple in Nebraska, at least 1, and now plenty of them are in Iowa. If you are around that area, I need you folks. I need you folks to be in your safe place. We got a tornado emergency in your safe place. That is ongoing. Emergency within the area. I do apologize. We were muted there. I do apologize. We were muted there. This is a dangerous situation. I need you folks to be in your safe place. I need you folks to be in your safe place. Put a helmet on top of your head. Put a helmet on top of your head. Or in a basement. Underground or in a basement. Sturdy shelter of your building. Sturdy shelter of your building. Situation again. If you are in the McGill, the Shelby area. You are directly in the path. You are directly in the middle of the storm here. Of the storm here. And then Harland, again, this is a tornado emergency, a large damaging tornado, a large damaging tornado that is currently on the ground. We've already had lots of damage reports. We've already had lots of damage reports. We are just now getting Travis Murray. We are just now getting here. Travis Murray. Welcome in, Travis. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome in, Travis. Continue to cover this tornado emergency that is ongoing in the Iowa region. If you are in the Iowa region, if you are in Iowa, this is a dangerous situation around the Harland. This is a dangerous situation around the Harland. Damaging tornado is on the ground. Damaging tornado is on the ground. Reports have already come in around the area. Around the area. Large damaging tornado has been reported and has lots of damage. Multi-vortex, lots of damage. At least multi-vortex. At least 1.5 wide to 1.5 of a mile wide. This third of a mile wide. Damaging. This is very damaging. Really, this is be something on the record books again. We did have a damaging tornado warning. Warning the evening, and that was around the Omaha. Now we're continuing, and that was around the Omaha. Now we're continuing to really. That could also do watch the same. Storm. Take a look at reflectivity. Take a look at the storm. Reflectivity. Perfect. Look at the storm. Textbook. Perfect. Echo around the Shelby region, just west of around the Shelby region. This is heading northeast. This is heading northeast. Possibly heading into Tenement. Possibly heading into Tenement, and then Harland, you will possibly be next. Harland, you will possibly be next. I've said plenty of times today. This is not something you can mess with. This is not something that you can mess with. Watch for. This is something that you really need to watch for. Anything that you want to say, and you got anything that you want to say, feel free to interrupt me. We just got a new tornado warning. Feel free to interrupt me. We just got a new tornado warning to what it sounds like.
I've seen videos of this tornado. It was pretty massive, and it was like a mile wide, something like that. And what you guys don't hear it. You guys can hear it coming, but you can't see it coming. That's why you guys need to be in a safe spot, below building, between walls. If you guys don't have a basement or a tornado shelter on the ground, you guys need to be in your safe spot right now as this tornado coming through your town.
Interesting thing here, just looking at it. Interesting thing you can see this tornado was damaging when it hit the Minden region, because you can see that imminent debris ball that popped up briefly when it hit that area, and that hit that area is something that is concerning, because that obviously means that a damaging tornado just went through. Bear with me, Travis. Do you think you can take over real quick? Bear with me, Travis. Do you think you can take over real quick? That's fine.
A vacuum cleaner, you just unplug it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's right there by the big window in the breezeway. You just unplug it.
We have some of these supercells. I see Storm Chasers videos. They actually caught.
I'm gonna share your video.
She caught these tornadoes on video.
Share your video.
Please don't. That's pretty laggy, but. All right. Yeah, these storms are really bad. Oh no, hold on.
Again, we still got that tornado emergency that is ongoing here throughout the region. Throughout the region. Okay. So we got that tornado warning, tornado emergency that is still ongoing just north of the Shelby region. If you are in Tenement, I want you folks to be in your safe place now. I'm telling you as a friend that you do not want to be outside when this hits you. This is a damaging large tornado that is on the ground. Imminent, a very imminent hook echo is there. We're really struggling to get velocity and correlation coefficient here, but hook echo is one of the imminent and very impressive things. It does look like this storm is trying to at least somewhat calm down, because that hook echo has definitely strength a little bit. But it is something that is incredible. Going down south real quick, I just want to focus on these other storms too. Not only that one, but here we got one just north of Minden, Texas. This was mainly for a spin up of This was mainly of a tornado warning here. This is heading into Texarkana here very soon. Here's where our couple is, just south of Darden, Texas. If you are in Darden, Texas, you are under a tornado warning. If you are in New Boston, Moines, Redwater, Naples, going out to Hooks, Nats, Texarkana. You need to be in your safe place. If you do got this tornado warning that's continuing to go, this is a radar indicated tornado warning as well as a severe thunderstorm warning that has a tornado possible tag on it with 1 inch in size hail possible and 70-mile-per-hour winds that are expected or possible with this storm. So this is mainly a spin-up tornado warning. This is mainly as of now, and continuing to look at this storm. In the Oklahoma region, just around the Chelsea and Venta region, this is northeast of Tulsa, Oklahoma. This storm has decided to spin up a little bit, and I did mention earlier that we were going to have to watch the storm, and here we are. We got a tornado warning on it, although we don't see any rotation on it right now. It is still there, and it is still something that we have to watch for. So again, if you are in Venta and ahead of this storm, you need to be in your safe place and be prepared to take action immediately. We got a tornado warning out here towards Fort Scott, Fort Scott, Kansas, going into the just Walker, Missouri region and into Rich Hill. This is another tornado warning. You can see an imminent hook echo right here and a brief rotation there that we're having to continue to watch for. But again, main focus is going to be up here towards where we got this tornado emergency. This is where our damaging tornado that we have is currently ongoing. And folks, I'm going to real quickly pull up our Twitter feed so I can read on what's going on. Real quick here, folks. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick look at what's going on here. Very large damaging tornadoes is ongoing today. We got a new tornado watch for the Texas going into Arkansas region.
I'll be right back.
And I'll continue to cover. Alright, so again, we continue to see this tornado warning on go here just towards the Minden area, now going for the Harland. This may either go directly towards y'all or at least to your west. I'm going to continue to hope that we see this go to our west and avoid the more populated areas, but this is still going to be an ongoing tornado emergency throughout the region. And as of right now, multi-vortice tornado is still ongoing. Very large tornado is ongoing. Extremely dangerous. If you are in panic, folks, this is not my stuff, but this is important enough to show. Here we are, right here. You see this right here? That is what we're seeing right there. That is a large, damaging tornado on the ground. And just to give credit, this is from the BNO news here, and from TNO Weather here, we are continuing to really monitor the situation. And this is the tornado that we are dealing with here that is about to head out of the Minden area and head into the other damaging areas or larger areas of Harland. Damaging tornado is on the ground. Still at this time. This is a one-of-a-kind dangerous situation. This is why we got our tornado emergency. Be moving into a safe place if you haven't already. If you're out in front of this storm, move into that safe place now. This is a tornado emergency. Damaging, life-threatening, dangerous tornado is on the ground. Be sure to move into an interior room of a sturdy building away from windows and doors. Be sure to bring a helmet and anything to protect your body. Be sure to just move into a corner wherever you can to stay away from this tornado. Most recommended is moving into a shelter and underground is our main thing. This is a large damaging tornado. that is continuing to move through the Iowa, Tennant, Iowa area, now heading towards the Harland region. This is one of a kind here. This is one of a kind. We'll do a little bit of a play here of how this storm started and how it's going. It's continuing to really go through Tennant and now leaving Tennant. So this is immense of a damage. Unbelievable. Just seeing some new pictures now around the Minden, Iowa area. It's not looking good, and it's not looking incredible good, and amounts of stuff going on today. Incredible. The folks, I really can't stress this enough. That you folks need to stay in your safe place now, as we got a multi-damaging vortex tornado on the ground. We are now getting a new debris ball coming up on radar. That's a debris ball. That's a large debris are being lofted, possibly. It looks like we got a few smaller homes possible out here. If you are in those homes, folks, I need you folks to really be in your safe place. This is a dangerous situation. We do not need to wait and walk. We need to run to your shelter. Unfortunately, this does look like this is heading towards the Harland region. Alright, welcome back, Travis. This is heading towards the Harland region of Iowa. You need to be in your safe place now. Move into an interior room. I've already said this before, but I'm going to say it again. You need to move into an interior room of a sturdy building. Be sure to have a helmet. Stay away from windows and doors, and preferably move underground and move into a shelter. This is a damaging tornado that is on the ground, unfortunately heading for Harland. To what its direct path is looking like it's going for. Let's hope that it occludes or something happens, that the storm just weakens. But unfortunately, I'm not seeing any of that. This is one of the events that we're not seeing any occlusions, which is one thing I've noticed, Travis, is that we're not seeing any. Here we've been watching radar for about 15 minutes now with the storm and others, and I haven't really seen an occlusion with the storm. Do you agree with me on that? And I haven't really seen an occlusion with the storm. Do you agree with me on that? Anyway, so folks, we are really keeping an eye on this storm. And I was just saying we're not seeing anything affect the storm to help us. It's just continuing to do what it's doing. It's continuing to stay strong. Brad Arnold is right out in that region. I'm gonna try to pull up some storm chasers in that region. I'm gonna try to pull up some storm chasers real quick. Now let me unmute. Real quick. Now let me unmute. Bear with me here, folks. Bear with me here, folks. Alright, we just got a new tornado warning. Alright, folks, so this is again a damaging tornado now heading for the Harland area. Alright, so that new tornado warning, actually, now it looks like we are seeing a little bit of a cell movement here, where we're seeing that cell kind of, or that hook echo kind of move into the storm a little bit. That's called an occlusion, and it does look like we're seeing that. We're getting a bunch of new tornado warnings getting issued here now, as you can hear. We got a new tornado warning down south towards the Texas region. This is going to be probably most likely another spin-up tornado warning here. This is over a populated area. If you are in Grand Salin, again, Grand Salin, you are now under a tornado warning in Texas. Take a look just west of Texarkana. There's still that ongoing tornado warning that is for 10 minutes. Hold on, Travis. Taking back up to our area of Venta. Some broad to very weak rotations going around in that area of Venta, Oklahoma. We got another tornado warning towards the Stokesbury region of now going into Missouri. Travis, go ahead.
Okay. I have the
I
NWS
appreciate it.
spot pulled up for you. So
Go ahead.
as it,
You were about to say something. You go ahead.
you go ahead.
You were about to say something. You go ahead.
All right. Same that area that Nick was talking about, that new tornado warning in Texas. It's just radar indicated,
Correct. Thank you,
so
Travis. And
just
also,
be
this is in a
prepared
generally
to
populated
take
area.
action.
Grand Stalins looks to be a largely community area. Looks mainly radar indicated, like Travis just mentioned. So, all right, where's this new severe thunderstorm warning?
New severe thunderstorm warning. Just severe
Okay, so
thunderstorm
probably
warning
just
is
one of the
in
extensions out there.
Iowa.
Okay. Okay.
It's that same
Um,
storm that has
Again, if you are in
tornado warning.
Harlan now, this
Okay.
storm is moving pretty much northeast of you, or just west of the town. Please, if you are in this town, Harlan, I want you folks to be in your safe place now. This is a dangerous situation. We need you to continue to be in your safe place immediately. Bear with me, folks, as I try to turn off music here. Alright, because we need to focus on this storm mainly. I want to take a look at our correlation coefficient.
New severe
Wyoming.
thunderstorm warning in Wyoming with a tornado
Alright, thank you,
possible.
Travis. Just letting you know.
Yes. You're welcome.
Alright, so just now coming in, some storm chaser on Ryan Hall's stream is just now reporting if you are not in a safe place right now, you are likely going to be injured or worse. And so, folks, this is a dangerous situation. Ryan Hall, y'all, has chasers on the ground that are continuing to monitor the situation. And yes, I do agree with them. If you are out in front of the storm and not underground in a safe place, folks, this is something that you really need to do. And Brad Arnold is directly in the path of this storm. He needs to get out of there. Anyway, going towards the Harlan region, this storm is now mainly going to go north of you folks, but this is going to really make it pretty close. I believe most of the tornado is going to go north, but right here is the downtown region. See what?
Yeah, that's mine.
Um, so we're really keeping an eye on this storm around the Harlan region. This storm is damaging. It is life-threatening. Thankfully, this is moving mainly northwest of Harlan. So we had that occlusion that we were looking for a little bit, that movement that moved the storm. Okay.
We do have a tornado report. It's coming in. Storm chaser have reported a tornado in Shelby County, Iowa, Wyoming.
All right, folks. Legacy Y, thank you for tuning in. So, right now it is looking pretty bad as of now. This is a dangerous situation. I apologize for getting to your comment late here, but again, this is a damaging situation as we got a large destructive tornado on the ground. All right, so Legacy Y, if you can, most likely, please do be safe out there if you're going to be heading out there. I'll keep an eye on the radar for you just to keep you safe and keep you on an eye on the weather here. But hey, thank you for tuning in as well. But if you got family members out here, please do tell them that they need to be in a safe place as this storm is now going towards just pretty much in the middle of Kirkman and West Phila. This is going to head for Irwin and Definites within the next couple of minutes now. This is going to be crossing Highway 59 here very soon. So if you are on Highway 59, be pulling off the road and trying to find a sturdy building. No problem. And I want to look at these other tornado warnings that we have towards the Claranda and Maryville. This is in Missouri and Iowa. The one in Claranda, Iowa is radar indicated with 19 more minutes, and we got one in the Maryville, Missouri area that's also radar indicated. Take a look at our tornado warning for the almost central parts of Missouri. This is mainly going to include Scale City, Harwood, Metz, and Stotesbury. So be in your safe place. Be moving into your safe place as well as of now. And if you are in Vento, you got 3 minutes on that tornado warning. And they will allow it to expire. You still got a severe thunderstorm warning, but it looks like, Travis, if you would like to keep me updated, it does look like we're going to continue to maybe see this warning really stay here, but we'll have to see what they decide on that part. But it does look like the hail size has weakened a bit. And take a look towards Texarkana. You're about to get slammed here. You can see a bit of a bow echo towards the Maud region and going now northeast of that area. We just got a new tornado warning that is now coming in here. All right, so we're mainly getting we're getting reports of lightning now from Legacy C. I do apologize. Um, so yes, and please do continue to take those safety precautions as you're on the road. Take that moment if you do see damage and stop and help people if possible. But yes, we're continuing to see that tornado emergency go on in the Iowa regions. But I'm mainly just kind of take a look at these other tornado warnings that we have out here. We continue to see one in Grand Salin, and I'm going to go back north, and we still got that tornado emergency. But again, we're seeing that inclusion now. We're getting that inclusion where the hook echo is going inside the main cell. This may allow it. Sometimes this allows these storms to re-strengthen, but this may allow it for briefly to weaken. Weaken enough that we won't see it. Yes, go ahead.
Phoenix, looks like multiple vortices on that tornado warning
Wyoming.
in um Wyoming.
Are you sure?
I'm sorry, I'm getting my states mixed up.
Okay, so from Legacy What? Thank you very much. So massive wedge visible close to the highway. Uh, Trying to get people to pull over. Please, if you are out in front of this, do not drive into this tornado, folks. You need to stop. If you are on Highway 59 or County Road F32, be pulling off the highway now. You need to stay off of the road, and you need to be moving into an interior building. If you are in Kirkman, I want to encourage you to move into your safe place if you haven't already. This is a tornado emergency. That being said, a large, damaging, dangerous tornado is ongoing here, and this is a dangerous situation. And Legacy, if you just please be careful out there as this tornado is damaging, and we're going to take a look at the velocity. Here it is right here. This is reds and greens together. This is where that tornado is going to be mainly at, and we'll take a quick look at correlation coefficient. This is a wide damaging tornado that is ongoing. That is now crossing 59, Highway 59. Um, it's going on the highway now. So if you are on Highway 59, you need to stop. You don't need to drive into this storm. It may be rain wrapped. It may not be, but it really mainly looks like it's not rain wrapped. This is a dangerous storm. Um, Bear with me, folks, as I'm continuing to watch. Oh my goodness. Incredible tornado footage is being sent out right now. All right, Tenant Iowa, excuse me, you just took that direct hit as well. Folks, this is a damaging tornado. We're really continuing to get footage coming in of large destructive damage. Currently, that tornado emergency was just allowed to be dropped, but we continue to see a observed tornado warning. I believe this might be a PDS. Alright, I appreciate it, Legacy. We just got that new tornado warning, including the Manila and Aspen Wall regions. Alright, I appreciate that. So we'll pull up Fox weather real quick. Alright, I appreciate that. So we'll pull up Fox weather real quick. Wow.
If you look at the trees,
yep, new tornado warning for this storm. I'm pulling
new
up.
tornado warning.
Yep. New tornado warning for this storm. Observed tornado warning still. Not tornado emergency, thankfully, but it is still observed. That being said, it's still large and dangerous. It's just not impacting larger towns anymore. So this is still a dangerous situation. No matter if it's tornado emergency or not. I need to change our title real quick. No matter if it's tornado emergency or not. I need to change our title real quick. I do agree with you, and looks like we just did get a new tornado warning just southwest of that region. Getting 32 miles per hour, 32 mile per hour winds, 2.5 miles away. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that too. So damaging tornado. If you're in a semi truck, you also need to pull over as this storm is. That's most likely the inflow going into this storm. So you need to be in your safe place and stay there until I say so here. So we are looking at this new tornado warning in the Woodbine, Portsmouth, Panama, Dunlap, and Erling regions. So this is a radar indicated tornado warning. We need to look at the velocity and not really seeing any. This is most likely where it is, and excuse me, this is where we're gonna continue to monitor that, and yes, that is where it's at. But not seeing much within that. This is our main, very noticeable rotation there, or velocity couplet. This storm has included it into itself, so that has allowed it to weaken a bit. So that's the good news that we can hear about this storm. But I mean, we still got a large debris ball ongoing with this storm. Yes, Legacy, I do agree. Lots of barns are getting impacted. It looks like we just did get a new tornado warning. That is going to be for the storm south, I believe. This is incredible, folks. I mean, go ahead. Go.
Nick,
Go ahead. And folks,
I can't hear
we're
you.
still seeing a large-scale tornado outbreak going on here, folks. Bear with me as we are. Alright. Hello, Travis. Travis. Hello, Travis. Alright. Also, folks, this is why you don't have
Alright, now I can hear you.
something green at the weather desk. I didn't notice that this was doing that until now. Anyway. So as of now, if you're around the Definites region, you are in this tornado warning. If you are in Ireland, you are also in this warning, but you should be relatively fine. But that still doesn't. That means you need to still stay in your safe place. I don't want you folks to get out. If you are out in front of this storm in Astor, Manila, going towards Aspen Wall, you need to be in your safe place now. This is still a large tornado on the ground, damaging tornado on the ground. The velocity couplet shows that. we did see this storm include into itself. Again, we're hoping that helps weaken it. But look at that CC drop. That is a wide CC drop that is currently ongoing. But right now, there's just a lot of possible noise out here in front of the storm as well. We currently have 9 tornado warnings. Again, that is 9 tornado warnings that is ongoing. So we're still seeing that hook echo. We're most likely going to see inflow continue into this storm. This is your inflow. We just got a new tornado warning. Travis, do you know where that new tornado warning went to?
Stand by. The tornado warning is
Illinois.
for Illinois. Illinois, including Adams County, Taylor County, Illinois.
Are you sure, or was that a
620 EDT?
I think that might have been a new tornado warning for Rich Hill, Missouri. MO. I think that might have been a new tornado warning for Rich Hill, Missouri. Oh.
Missouri? No.
That's Iowa. Okay.
LA.
Yeah.
Well,
You're good. I had to think about it too for a minute. So that was probably one of these extensions for these storms down south. This is also another event. Hey, don't feel bad, Travis. You're doing a great job. Debris field is no. Now, yep, I do agree. If you like to see, tornado is less rain wrapped. So we got a less rain wrapped tornado warning that helped, or a tornado on the ground. So that helps a little bit at seeing it. But folks, I don't want you to be out there recording. I want you to be in your safe place at the best ability possible. And we just got a bunch of new warnings issued there. I guess Radar Mega is catching up a little bit with these warnings. But, oh wow. Fox Weather has a, from Corey Gherkin. Actually, that was a previously. Never mind. I was about to say that was incredible, but never mind. It does look like on whoever's stream this is, Brett Adair's stream from Live Storm Chasing Media. It does look like we're getting a funnel trying to touch down here. It doesn't look like it's fully on the ground anymore, but it's hard to tell what's going on here. Yep, I'm seeing that now.
They coming up to some debris on the field.
Yep, I'm seeing that now.
Okay.
I do agree with you. I agree with you.
This tornado is destructive.
I agree with you. Hey Travis, don't want to interrupt you, but definites, if you are in definites, folks, this just hit your area. At least hit the region here. If you are in this area, I really hope you folks were in your safe place. I mentioned your name plenty of times, but it looks like this is over your area at least. We just got a cut on that back half. Tornado warning for the Kirkman, Westpilla, and Harland area. Now this tornado warning continues for the definites. Ireland going into Manila and Aspen Wall, Iowa. All right, Cortez. Manila and Aspen Wall, Iowa. All right, Cortez. Okay.
That PDS
so
tornado warning,
PDS.
it still
Wyoming
allows
or
to continue.
Iowa?
In Wyoming.
It's Iowa. You're welcome. So Iowa, we still got a PDS tornado warning that is still ongoing. So Iowa, we still got a PDS tornado warning that is still Travis, if you want to take a look at social media real quick and kind of tag me on a few things, that would be wonderful. Travis, if you want to take a look at if you could see anything real quick and kind of tag me on a few things,
Sure will.
I am seeing immense amount of tornado footage. like incredible. Immense amount of tornado footage. Like incredible. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me, folks. Wow. Wow. Just looking at footage from this tornado, I just looking at Travis, this is incredible. Like, I'm speechless. The footage from earlier
know, right?
is incredible. I'm speechless. All right, Legacy Watchers, keep us updated, and I really appreciate you doing what you did. You did an amazing job and very heroic job out there. Stay safe, and I'll continue to monitor for the area. But as of now, if you are in Manila, Astor, you need to be in your safe place. This storm is continuing to move into this area. We got this area of velocity continuing to go through. This is a long track tornado. I'm not scared to say that now. This is a long track tornado. It's been on the ground for multiple minutes now. Started out just. It's been on the ground for multiple minutes now. Started out.
I
Okay.
hate to interrupt. We do got another tornado
I
report
appreciate
from
it.
Stay in Place
What area?
from Storm Chasers.
Okay. I appreciate it. What area? Cheyenne County. Sorry, all good.
Cheyenne County
Oh, hey.
or Shelby County. I'm sorry.
Wow. Folks, today it's going to be a memorable event for sure. Again, if you are on any road, if you are on 59, going out towards 36, M36 road, you need to be in your safe place. If you're out on 141, you need to be heading out of the area now. You're probably seeing some larger hail from this storm currently falling. I'm really curious if Brad is live on YouTube. So we're about to go look real quick. I'm really curious if Brad is live on YouTube. So we're about to go look real quick. I know. I just want to make sure. I want to see.
Remember, we cannot use some of these videos because.
I just want to make sure. I want to.
Yeah, I know. I'm just letting them know.
This is a different.
This
Brad
tornado
Arnold.
warning has allowed to
Oh, wait,
expire
what?
in Minden,
Hold on.
Missouri.
This is a different Brad Arnold. Oh wait, what? Hold on. I need to know where he's at. Brad Arnold. The Brad. Yeah, the Brad Arnold that is out
Who?
there is from Huntsville, Alabama. I didn't know he was chasing today.
Brad Arnold?
Yeah, the Brad Arnold that is out there. Yeah, the one that's on Radar Omega 141. It looks like.
Is this the Brad Arnold
Yeah, I think
you're
that's
talking
him.
about?
Yeah, the one that's on Radar Omega. All good.
Just
All right.
look at my computer.
So, yeah, I think there's so much to talk about here. I want to go back down towards the Rich Hill, Missouri area. We continue to see a tornado warning ongoing, and this one here looks like it's going to be one that we're really going to have to concentrate on now. This has a decent velocity couplet on it, just east of Rich Hill, Missouri. If you are in Rich Hill, Missouri, you need to be in your safe place now. Looks like we got some inflow going into this storm. Here's our hook echo. Yep, it's starting to wrap into itself. All right, so this is going to be a new storm that we're going to continue to watch for. Again, in just east of the Rich Hill, Missouri area. Want you folks to be in your safe place. And don't take this as a as something to play around with. You move into a safe place, into an interior room of a sturdy building. This is still radar. Never mind. This is a observed tornado warning. This tornado is on the ground in just east of Rich Hill, Missouri. If you are in the Pippinville, area of Missouri going into the Prairie City, Missouri area, and Rockville, you need to be in your safe place now. This tornado warning is now on, or this tornado is on the ground. Must have been reported by a spotter, because I'm not seeing anything on radar just yet. Most likely that it's going to be around this area or here in general. So this tornado is going to be a new one that we're going to have to watch for. You could see a really good hook echo on it. You got that inflow. This supercell is interestingly too. It's the more vertical. What you seeing,
Oh
Travis?
my gosh.
This supercell is interestingly too. It's the more vertical. Agreed.
I said, oh
We're
my gosh.
continuing to see these
People
tornado
just
warnings
losing their homes.
out
It's just
here
sad.
in the Lennox, Gravity, Newmarket, Bedford, Corning, and Prescott regions of Iowa. All right. Main focus right now is taking a look at the
Think I'm gonna
Bedford
check the latest
and
SPC
just
outlook.
looks like west of Lennox, west of Bedford and Lennox, Iowa. Bear with me here, folks. As we got two velocity couplets, this one right here looking to be the strongest. So we're going to continue to monitor that right there. We still got a observed tornado warning. So we're going to continue to monitor that right there. We still got a observed
Another tornado report by train spotter in
Thank
Shelby
you.
County.
You mind tagging
home
me?
destroyed.
Oh, I think you already did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Homes
Oh.
destroyed.
You mind tagging me? Yep, I'm seeing homes. Looks to be some either homes or barns or slab.
You see.
Yep, I'm seeing homes. Looks to be. Folks, many lives are being affected today. Please pray for these people out here. Folks, dangerous, and I mean dangerous situation here. Dangerous, and I mean dangerous situation here. Most of these tornadoes that we've had today, yes, I agree. Depending on the engineering of the houses,
it could be.
yes, I agree. Depending on the what was I saying? The houses.
Do you want to go do something?
So depending on the engineering of these houses, folks, we could really be dealing with EF4 and higher damages out here. That's again on the damages, but I don't want to focus on that. I really want to focus on keeping people safe and just safe in a safe place as possible. This one storm around the Manila area has really lost strength, thankfully, but we still got that velocity couplet there, very broad. But as of now, it is starting to weaken, and I don't see anything about that tornado warning being on the ground anymore. So it may be allowed to go back to radar indicated. They may keep a welcome Lambos and puppies. I'll explain here in just a minute, but again, we're continuing to really monitor this storm. But as of now, it looks to be weakening around the Manila, Iowa area. Guthrie County. All right, so Guthrie County, Iowa. All right, so Lambo's company, Lambos and puppies. I know as a longtime friend, I've known you for a while. I want you to be aware of this severe weather, as we've already had multiple stronger tornadoes today happen around the area. All right.
A new tornado report coming in.
Yep.
Severe significant damage between Portsmouth
Alright, folks, so you hear
And
Travis there.
here,
He's reading
Harland,
from, I'm assuming,
home
the NWS
destroyed cards flipped
and
over.
Twitter. NWS chat and Twitter. So these tornadoes has caused immense amount of damages throughout the Iowa and Nebraska regions today. And not only that, we've had some in Kansas and going into Texas and the Oklahoma areas. But I was gonna say, Lambos and puppies, if you're still tuned in, I would say turn on your local news station or weather channel and tune in and stay with us, and we'll keep you aware as well. But as of now, you are pretty much in between of these storms. Uh, so right now, you're probably seeing some light rain, but you got the main line of storms that is moving northeast. Uh, I think you'll get a lot of rain right here from this area, and yes, Omaha did get hit fairly badly this afternoon. That was West Omaha towards the 680. That was one of the scariest moments um, ever imagined, in my opinion. And not only that, Lincoln, Nebraska, as well, seen an impact today. I think either west of Lincoln. I'm not 100% sure on that. Unfortunately, I did not see that or was able to cover it there. Yes, Creston is gonna get hit decently bad here. Um, I would say it's mainly gonna get hit by these tornado warnings right here, but also some smaller to larger hail and gustier winds are possible. Um, and looking at the velocity, we got this velocity here around the Corning area, and we got this one here around the gravity area. These two are heading northeast. The closest to hit Creston is right now the Corning cell. That is gonna pretty much directly go north of that area. If you got family over there, be sure to let them know what's going on. Hey, that's true. I appreciate that. But if you possibly can. Okay, 20 minutes ago. Uh, so yeah, I do want to just kind of focus on that area too, as again, I think y'all are gonna see mainly rain right now. Um, but some other storms, some stronger storms may impact the area later this evening. I'll continue to monitor that area throughout the afternoon and going into the early this evening. It looks like Travis, our velocity couplet, has picked up again, and we got with the tornado warning. Looks like, or the tornado just touched back down. We got a new CC drops, much smaller than original, but this is now north. Yep, yep, I can. So a CC drop is a identification thing or
Can you
a
explain
radar.
what CC is to the viewers?
What do we call it? Radar product. There we go. A radar product that we use to look for anything different from rain showers. Sometimes we can use it to see hail spikes in main focus, but we mainly use CC drops as a help to help us indicate if there's a tornado on the ground. So this right here could be indicating houses, shingles, roofs, trees, grass, hay bales, whatever is out there being lofted up 5,000 or 500 to 1,000 feet in the air, and radar is picking up on this. And usually, when we see these darker blues right here, that indicates that we're seeing that relative tornado on the ground. And being, getting used to radar and using it for a while, normally that type of CC drop is still damaging. Looks like we just got a new tornado warning. Travis, do you know where this tornado warning's at? Alright, we'll wait on it. Looks like it might have been from Missouri.
No.
And that is correct. We still got this tornado warning.
Missouri.
They were talking about living in a town
I think we got
over
a
there.
question in chat. If you want to answer.
They were talking about living in a town over there.
All right. Oh, new tornado, and I got it. It's radar indicated. It's for
For Missouri.
Saint.
Okay, so yeah, it's mainly for this.
Clair.
Whoops. It's mainly for this storm.
I'm just gonna say it.
Down
It's for
here
Missouri.
towards the Appleton City. Okay, so yeah, it's mainly for this. So if you are in Appleton City, you were just included into a new tornado warning. That includes Lindale and Copeland, Missouri. This is for a radar indicated. It was originally observed, but for the moment, it has weakened a bit. Moving northeast, pretty much may impact the Appleton City area, but as of now, it's not on the ground. I will continue to monitor that storm. Travis, I'm going to go ahead and put you on a storm to monitor. If you don't mind, can you monitor the storm towards the Rich Hill and Appleton City, Missouri area where we got those two polygons? Yes, sir. Can you monitor the storm towards the Rich Hill? That will help. And when you see something
Missouri.
that's concerning, you just kind of ping me about it, and we'll take a look down there. And I'm gonna focus in Iowa. So, another thing to really talk about here, real quick, we got a lot of storms behind at this tornado warning, and they're beginning to catch up to it. So, if we could see these merge, we may completely lose that tornado possibility and see it congeal into a line. And matter of fact, that's what HRRR was showing earlier today. As we got a new tornado warning. I love this thing on Radar Omega. It goes off every time. Okay, so that new tornado warning was for the area that Travis is covering. I'll go ahead and let Travis talk about it when his radar updates. It goes off every time. Okay, so that new tornado warning was for the area that Travis is covering. I'll go ahead and let Travis talk about it when his radar updates. Right. All right. So one thing I want to mention, so people may be curious what radar we use. We are using a app called Radar Omega, and we're using the Alpha. So that's an extension to the Radar Omega that gives us dual radar, MRMS, and different type of products and stuff to use. But Radar Omega is an awesome app to use. You can find it on the Apple iOS or Apple on the App Store and the iOS. We just got a new tornado warning again. That would be for. Okay, so that's gonna continue. That's weird. That would be for. Oh, because the storm is mainly moving north now. I see now. All right, so we got two tornado warnings in Iowa now. This is going to be around the Denton and Manila area. We still. I'm assuming for this storm in Iowa.
PDS tornado warning.
All right. So particularly dangerous situation here is now in the Iowa region. If you are in Vile,
Yes.
Denton, you are out of this warning. But if you are in Vile, West Side, Arcadia, Deloitte, you folks, and Boyer River, you folks need to be in your safe place. I'm mainly going to focus on the Vile region. This is indicating that we have a large or a dangerous tornado on the ground. Correlation coefficient has broken up again, but it's there. You can see it. This is as it came up. The storm is moving northeast, continuing to move northeast throughout the region here. You can see it. This is as it came up. The storm is moving northeast. Travis, do you seeing anything else throughout the region here? Travis, do you seeing anything else? Wow.
No.
Hey, Travis. All right. So, can you take over real quick? Hey, Travis.
Yes,
Yep.
up.
Yep. All right. So, can you take over real quick?
You gotta take the dog out. Okay.
Yep.
All right. We do have a new super thunderstorm warning in Missouri for Bates bites with hail up to 1.50 inch hail. New tornado report out of Nebraska. Huh? Out of Nebraska. This is like from earlier, probably. Multiple homes destroyed. So
Alright, Travis, I am back. I appreciate that. Any new updates? Okay, so we're continuing to monitor
Okay.
this dangerous PDS tornado warning for the now including a Vial Iowa region here. CC drop has dissipated for the moment, but it's still PDS and still observed at this time. They can look to down south in Iowa. Still continuing to see these radar indicated tornado warnings continue for another 12 minutes. We still got some decent rotation with the one near Gravity and Shakesburg and one near Prescott region as well in Iowa. So if you are in those areas, you need to stay in your safe place. These storms are still rotating, and we're continuing to monitor them throughout the evening here. Lambos and puppies, we're continuing to really monitor your area. As of now, looks like everything, you're just gonna get some rain right now. Maybe a few rumbles of thunder to your south. If you got anybody that lives in these areas, be sure to tell them to move to a safe place and stay in that safe place. If you got anybody that lives in these areas, be sure to tell them to move to a safe place and stay in that safe place. Things are still fairly active. We still got 6 tornado warnings. These are mainly for these couplet of storms, 1 in Missouri, 2 in Iowa. Thankfully, these are staying a little bit more local. These are mainly for these couplet of storms, 1 in Missouri, 2 in Iowa. Bear with me, folks. Thankfully, these are staying a little bit more local. Bear with me, folks. Alright, I'm gonna get some music playing real quick. Alright, I'm gonna get some music playing real quick. Bear with me, Travis.
They're always back.
Alright, folks. So we're still continuing to monitor these storms out near the Denson region. That includes Vial, the Lot, and around the Huron region of Iowa. You need to be in your safe place. This is still a particularly dangerous situation storm. Continuing to rotate and continuing to cause issues throughout the region. Alright. And folks, I can't stress this enough that you still need to be in your safe place. It does look like our velocity has broken a little bit, broken apart, but it's still on the ground, what it looks like. I'm gonna kind of briefly move Vince Welty and Storm Chaser Brandon Kopick's feed over so we could see what's going on. This is on Radar Omega. And these areas are still dealing with these storms. Long track tornado warnings today is our main thing that we have dealt with today. 71 tornado reports. This is just now coming in from Travis Murray. I appreciate that. 71 tornado reports from today. Yep. Yep, can you hear me?
Nick.
Travis?
Nicholas. Hold on. I can't hear you. Well, I'm just going ahead and say it. So far,
Alright, so you heard Travis. Tornado watches has been
expansive for part of
okay.
Kansas.
So tornado watches has been discontinued for parts of Kansas. Let's get that in. Alright, so we do not have a tornado watch in Nebraska anymore, and areas of Kansas has been discontinued from that tornado watch. We still see a continuation going all the way up towards Little Rock, Arkansas, and going into Tyler, Texas, in the tornado watch that is ongoing there. That's mainly for those QLCS type of storms. Hello? Can you hear me? I don't know what's going on there. But as I just said, we just got a new tornado warning. That's going to be for this storm in Denton up here. It's observed. No, that's already been there. Is that the new tornado warning? Travis, do you know where we got that new? Where's this new tornado warning for? Yes.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
I think either Creston.
The new one?
Anyway, we got a new tornado warning. That continues, and I think it's for Creston. I believe that tornado warning was added for Creston, Iowa. If you are in Creston, Iowa, you need to be moving into your safe place, Cromwell and Creston. You're continuing to see rotation, and that's what warranted this tornado warning. This new tornado warning continues. So here it is. This is going into Creston. We're going to continue to watch this storm as the rotation is still very interesting looking. And I'm interested to see what happens here. Let's hope that it weakens before it gets into Creston. But as of now, it continues to look pretty imitating by the looks of it. And We still have this observed tornado warning ongoing in the Vile, Deloitte, Iowa regions, excuse me. And we do actually have 2 more tornado watches that are in the Sioux City regions of Nebraska and going into Iowa. But these got 3 to 4 minutes on them now, so. New tornado warning just now coming in. Eight tornado warnings. That is for the Adams, Iowa region. This whole area, and we are starting to see a hook echo with this storm, but this whole area right here, if you are in Orient, Creston, Aton, and Tingley, including Prescott, Lenox, and those regions in Iowa, you need to be in your safe place. You're pretty much all in this tornado warning. And got a new tornado warning for the Manila area again, Aspinwall, and going into Arcadia. You need to be in your safe place now. Radar indicated tornado warning. This one's just off of new rotation that's ongoing. And here's another stronger velocity couplet here, just west of Manila. Manila did barely miss, or did take a little bit of impact from the first storm, possibly, but we got a new tornado warning now for this storm. This is going to be mainly a linear threat now. These storms are beginning to pretty much go into a linear threat out in the Iowa region, but they continue to be strong and dangerous throughout the evening. Looking at the storm in, again, the Lennox area and Cromwell, these two are still rotating, and something that we really need to continue to watch for. Folks, I think we're going to wait one more scan. Alright, so I'm just going to say this now. I think we may have a tornado on the ground just south of Cromwell. Right here is our little couplet right here. This may be it. We're going to wait for one more frame, or at least 2 more frames, before we can emit on what's going on. But this is a watch out. We may have a possible tornado on the ground just south of Cromwell, Iowa. If you are in Cromwell, Iowa, you need to be in a safe place already. I need you folks to really pay attention here, as we may have a tornado on the ground. It matches up with velocity here. It matches up with the radar area. So this is something that is dangerous. We could have a tornado on the ground. I want to wait before we assume, because, and actually, we got a tornado on the ground. I'm going to say that right now. All right, folks, we got a tornado on the ground. Tornado, NWS does not see this yet, but if you are in Cromwell, we got a slight little couplet here that showed up. This may be noise. It doesn't matter. I want you folks to, just in case this is on the ground, to already be in your safe place. And if this is, let's hope that it's not. Let's hope that this is noise. But just in case, I want to be sure that we already know and we already are in our safe place, just in case this is. But for right now, if you're in Cromwell or Creston, be moving into a shelter if you haven't already. Looking back north, we continue to see now 2 tornado warnings that are observed. These tornado warnings are now being reported as observed. We have had almost all of our tornado warnings being observed today. It's ridiculous. Alright, so again, if you are north of Manila, we now got a new CC drop out here, and Brad Arnold is just heading east of that new couplet. This couplet's moving northeast towards the E53. That again, E53 road there. If you are out on that road, we got a new velocity couplet now that is continuing to go through. This is a tornado on the ground. Again, a tornado is on the ground. I want you folks to be in your safe place. If you are north of the Manila, Iowa area, if you are on 141, Be sure to stay on 141 as this tornado begins to move north. Arcadia, you're going to be next. You're going to be the biggest town that is next in this tornado, including West Side. We got a few more minutes, of course. We got plenty of time, so take this time not to sit and watch, but take this time to have a plan and be in your shelter if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and draw a storm track. Travis, are you there? Okay. So this storm, bear with me, folks. All right, 45 miles per hour. We're going to draw a storm track on this storm. This storm is moving 45 miles per hour. Once again, this is going to be moving northeast. All right, so towns. West side, this will be in your area within 18 minutes. 18 minutes, that being said, bear with me. This is a large damaging tornado now. So, ooh. New tornado warning just issued. Alright, so again, west side, you got 18 minutes. And Arcadia, you got 21 minutes. This is going to affect a population of 809. This is a larger tornado that is on the ground and staying there as well. We got a new tornado warning just south of that, including the Kirkman area and Ireland region of Iowa once again. So this line is very tornadic. We're seeing a bunch of couplets in this line, and right now this tornado warning is out of that tornado watch in Iowa. So folks, continue to be in your safe place as we got multiple tornado warnings up here towards the Denton and Harland area, and same for the areas in Creston and Lenox area, and as well as Missouri. A very large outbreaks still going. And then, of course, still got these severe thunderstorm warnings down here in the area of Arkansas. But as of now, main focus is up here towards Iowa, where we currently continue to see these observed tornadoes ongoing. And this one right here is now our new main focus. This is here's our velocity couplet. Reds and greens are going out. Velocity is what helps us know what's going on inside the storm. And it helps us know what's going on if the storm is rotating and what we could see. Again, CC drop is detecting anything that is different from rain. So that could be shingles, trees, cars, whatever is out there. This is what the velocity is picking up on. Brad Arnold, I'm going to click on his live feed because he's getting fairly close to this couplet. So he's probably getting a good view on this. So I want to see what he's getting. This storm may be rain wrapped. And if it is, you're not going to be able to see this tornado. So please be moving into a safe place if you haven't already, folks. And this is a dangerous situation, folks. I need you to find pillows, find anything that you possibly can to cover yourself. It looks like correlation coefficient has definitely torn apart a little bit there. But still, take this moment to take shelter. Blinding rain is falling currently throughout the region, according to Brad Arnold's stream. So if you are out here, you're not going to be able to see this thing. So just pull over. Again, if you are out on E53 or 330 TH Street, you need to be in your safe or pulling off the highway the best you can. It looks like our velocity has weakened, and we have seen that correlation coefficient weaken just a bit too. So let's hope that we continue to see this on go, or continue to see it continue throughout the rest of the evening. Bear with me, folks. I am reading and stuff. Folks, if you follow me on Twitter, I am reposting a whole bunch of tornado footage that is being uh, seen now throughout the region. Incredible, and I mean incredible footage being seen out there, and that's why you most likely keep seeing me shake my head because I mean these footages are insane. And we're continuing. We're continuing to see the storms go, and it's just not stopping. But one thing I want to mention, we're starting to head into the overnight hours. That being said, uh, more tornadoes are going to be possible throughout the evening, and you're not going to be able to see them because it's going to be darker. So you need to be in your you need to have ways to get warnings, and you need to have ways to just stay weather aware and take shelter. Be making plans if you are out in front of this. We still do continue to see this trend of watch throughout the Iowa region. If these storms are in a good environment, and if there's a good environment out in Moines, or Des Moines, Iowa, uh, then we'll continue to possibly see a new trend of watch. But if the environment kind of weakens there, we probably won't see a new one. And looking back down towards Missouri, you could see a pretty interesting storm still ongoing down here with a good hook echo on it. That includes the Montrose and Appleton City. You can see that little inflow notch right there. This storm may be including into itself, but this is a singular storm by itself, so we'll have to continue to watch that storm as it could uh, enhance over time through the atmosphere. New tornado warning just came in. That is now for the Avoca, Walnut, Shelby, and Harlan region. So they're basically warning this whole line. Again, this whole line is tornadic. It has had a whole bunch of rotation couplets on it, and we're continuing to see that occur. So if you are anywhere in front of this line, just be taking shelter. That's just one thing for sure. This whole line is under pretty much a tornado warning. So be taking shelter if you're out in front of it. We still got those tornado watches out for the Carroll, Guthrie Center, Al, uh, Aldabun, and Atlantic. Go ahead, Travis. Okay, I appreciate that.
Hey Nick, I have the sky warning repeated for me,
Travis,
so
seeing anything?
as in Missouri.
All right, so we're continuing. Go ahead. Uh, oh God. So we're continuing to see damage footage come in from
Go ahead.
Omaha. Major damage at Omaha Efley Aircraft Center is being reported. A bunch of planes have been tossed like toys. So very dangerous situation today. Today has been eventful and a very eventful day. Folks, we just got a confirmed tornado warning for the Creston area. I was talking about the storm earlier. If you don't remember, I said something about this tornado being on the ground. Um, it was reported as I was talking about it, and it was reported as observed. So they let it go observed, but now it is gone. The CC drop is just gone. So If you're still in Creston, though, please be in your safe place. But we had a brief tornado touch down there. Hey, Travis, do you mind turning that down just a little bit? If you're still in Creston, though, please be in your safe place. But we had a yeah, a little bit. Oh wow.
Is that too loud?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, turn it down.
Very eventful day today. What do you think, Travis? Oh wow. Very eventful day today. What do you think, Travis?
This is from 7:07, just a few minutes ago, so it's probably the same one. National Weather Service, Little Rock.
I agree.
Severe thunderstorm warning includes 1-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds for parts of
Sorry.
Pulaski,
I think
County.
today was pretty
It's
epic.
better.
Pretty incredible day.
I agree. Yeah, I can.
No, this is a new one that encompasses quite a few counties.
How's the Sky One repeater?
It's better. Unbelievable, folks.
You can hear what they're saying, right?
Yeah, I can. Like, a lot of these tornadoes had sub-vortices. Like, when I seen these... I can't
Unbelievable
even
day.
talk. I'm watching some footage right now, Travis. I'm going to tag you in it. I can't even talk.
Yes.
I mean, you're going to be in as much shock as I am.
Please
I don't
tag
want
me
to share this
anything-
now because I don't
anything you
want
have.
somebody to jump in and think that we have a tornado on the ground, but that's why I'm saying if you are following me on Twitter, follow me there. I don't want to share this now because I don't want somebody to jump in and think that we have a tornado on the ground, but that's why I'm saying if you are following me on Twitter, follow me there.
Little Rock, Conway, Sherwood, Cabot, Maumelle, downtown
Golly, folks.
Airport, and of course Denton and Jacksonville. That's till 8 o'clock.
Golly, folks.
Yeah, but I want extra lettuce. But I do like beans.
Alright, folks, so here's a view of what happened in Omaha today. Very, very damaging tornado moved through this area. These are mainly newly built houses throughout the Omaha region, West Omaha. Very, very damaging tornado moved through this area. I got no words. I got no words, folks. That's, I mean, no words. No words for just what happened. I just pray for the people that were impacted. Tornado was reported in Creston with the breeze. Creston. I don't know if I said Creston or Creston. Anyway, that has since dissipated. These are just late reports coming in. So we did a good job reporting on that early. That has since dissipated. These are just late reports coming in. We still are continuing to see two observed tornado warnings ongoing. One still does have, but really both doesn't have a complete CC drop with them. But at most, we continue to see those. Continue throughout the evening. So we continue to see a tornado watch through the Kansas City area. We got a newer cell behind the one in Appleton City. If this storm can attach to that energy that's out there, we could see this storm try to rapidly intensify once again. Main tornado warnings today are focused in Iowa. We still see some of these storms in Missouri that are just as strong. But this one's just radar indicated. Our main focus is up here towards that area. I want to look at Little Rock real quick. Little Rock, you are about to get slammed by a very strong storm that's ongoing. Damaging winds are going to be possible. This is a storm with 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible. You're probably seeing a shell cloud move into the Little Rock area. Damaging winds are going to be possible. This is a storm with new tornado warning just now coming in. You're probably seeing a shell cloud move into the Little Rock area. Bear with me, folks, and we'll get to that here real quick. New tornado warning just now coming in. Bear with me, folks, and we'll get to that here real quick. Does not look like. Nope, we don't. Of course we don't. All right, let's go ahead and look at where that new tornado warning is. All right, so that new tornado warning is for these storms. Now, just going into Creston, this is a longer track tornado warning here for the winter set in Earlham regions of Iowa. If you are in Creston, you were impacted that original storm. Now we got another storm right behind that one that is starting to try to do its thing too, and that's these two storms right here. That is what we've been continuing to monitor throughout the few minutes. We may see this one storm try again just south of Maxburg, as it does look interesting on radar. And we got a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning down here west of Greensfield. Maybe some weak velocity out there, rotation. But as of now, we got a bunch of cells out here that we've got to continue to monitor. We may see a tornado watch continue for today's Moines region. I don't want to double. We got a bunch of cells out here that we got to continue to monitor. We don't have a severe thunderstorm watch out there, so maybe we may see a tornado watch get issued for that area if these storms continue. So our main focus is in Iowa. We got one tornado warning in Arkansas, folks, and as of now, the main focus is staying in Iowa, where we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tornado warnings, and we got one of those tornado warnings that are 2 of those tornado warnings that are observed, and really none of them are on the ground at this time. I'm assuming they're going to allow this one in Missouri to expire, but we're really going to continue to have to monitor that area as that storm continues to look interesting. I'm assuming they're going to allow this one in Missouri to expire, but we're really going to continue to have to monitor that area as that storm continues to look interesting. I do apologize for the silence here. We do have several tornado warnings, and I'm over here being silent, so I do apologize. Travis had to leave, so now it's just us, which works with me just fine. It doesn't bother me. All right, so we're really going to continue this tornado coverage, this live severe weather coverage, tornado outbreak coverage, as we're still getting tornado warnings, as you can see by the new warning that just came up. This event is not over yet, and it's not going to be over for a while, I have a feeling, with that. So we got a new tornado warning for the Blockton, Mount Eyre, and Kellerton, Iowa. This is for this little general rotation down here and around this area. So that's around those areas that we're continuing to watch that. So that new tornado warning that adds 7 new tornado warnings to our Iowa area. This one's barely clipping the region. I want to pull up real quick NWS chats so we can really know what's going on. Right, so now that we got that up, we could see what's going on. I do apologize. I'm getting a drink. I'm a little parched. Unbelievable stuff. Alright, folks, so we continue to see these tornado warnings continue for the Creston region going into Winterset. And again, really, I'm just going to go back to high velocity. Really, this whole area here is under a tornado warning. So we got this area right here around the Denton area, and then we got this area down here that is pretty much under a tornado warning as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if these CD cells near Maryville try to attach some of that energy that's available and start rotating too. So we may get some newer tornado warnings get issued out there. Continuing to see this tornado warning for another 6 minutes just south of Clinton, Missouri. And after that expires, our main focus is going to stay up in Nebraska. We currently continue to see one observed tornado warning. I think it's still on the ground, maybe. Look at these strong velocity couplets. Unbelievably, still there. And maybe a newer one down here near Linux. So 3 couplets, 4 couplets, let's just say, throughout this area, and maybe more around the Greenfield area. So, I mean, this whole line is also rotating. Maybe a damaging tornado outside of this? Not really. I wouldn't say that because it's not really being reported just yet. So I think it's mainly just rotating. Up here, we still got one observed tornado warning that continues. We got these two. We got these. So I think these two are going to be allowed to expire. Up here, we still got one observed tornado warning that continues. We may see some new rotation just north of Aspinwall. So if you're north of Aspinwall, there might be a slight new rotation out there. You are still under a tornado warning for another 5 minutes. And we still got this observed tornado warning for 4 minutes. So, alright, so we just got a new large severe thunderstorm warning, which is most needed. This has a tornado possible tag on it. So that generally recognizes the National Weather Service is saying that we're still got that potential in seeing those spin-up tornado warnings or spin-up tornadoes becoming possible throughout the rest of the evening. But right now, a lot of these storms are beginning to become a linear threat. Now we're going to continue to see these smaller cells down here from Missouri going into Illinois, Iowa, excuse me, continue to be a little bit isolated and scattered in nature, which will give them time to kind of attach to the energy out there. So down towards Maryville and these areas, we may see a few severe thunderstorm warnings get issued for those storms in Missouri, if allowed to be so, and if they strengthen enough. These severe thunderstorm warnings down in Texas, one of them still has a tornado possible tag on it, just in Mount Pleasant. We'll take a look at that real quick. These severe thunderstorm warnings down in Texas, and mainly broad rotation. Yeah, mainly broad rotation that we're seeing right here. That's where that rotation is at. So if it continues, if it strengthens, we'll see a new tornado warning possible being issued. But I think a lot of this rain that's out in front of it is, yeah, pretty much going to ruin that part. And it's going to take up a lot of that energy. And I think this is going to become a flash flooding event throughout this area, as these are some training thunderstorms. Again, these are training heavy thunderstorms out here towards the Mount Pleasant and Texarkana region. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few flash flood warnings being issued here soon, if they haven't been already. Going back up north to our tornado warnings, we just had one that was allowed to expire, and actually we had a few that were allowed to expire. We got these two that continue for these southern storms in Harland going into the Elkhorn and Manning region, as they will continue. If these get allowed or are allowed to expire later, they'll probably we'll have to continue to watch them. But you can see some backfill storms or just some developing storms behind this whole main thing. That if these can get in that environment once again, and the environment is there, they could strengthen. But we'll have to continue to monitor what these do. But let's just hope we continue to see a downtrend here, because that's one thing. Take a look towards this cell here. Very interesting. I think I'm going to keep my focus down here, as these cells are really continuing to catch my eye, and we got a observed. All right, so we got a new tornado on the ground here towards your Afton region in Iowa. Again, a tornado is on the ground just east of Creston and north of Afton. You need to be in your safe place. Now, if you're on Highway 34 or Lark Avenue, you need to be in your safe place now. This tornado is on the ground. You can see it here on velocity. Velocity is fairly strong, so this is going to be a possible strong tornado that is on the ground, causing damage right now. CC drops. A CC drop is on being seen on radar. That being said, a CC drop is it's a product that we use, or correlation coefficient is a product that we use on radar to indicate if there's something different than rain, like tornado or anything else between that. But a tornado is on the ground picking up either shingles, trees, houses, cars, whatever's out there. The radar will indicate it here, and that's what we're seeing. That is definitely what we're seeing here. We got a correlation coefficient tornado on the ground, as of now. Houses, cars, whatever's out there, the radar will indicate it here, and that's what we're seeing. That is definitely what we're seeing here. We got a correlation coefficient tornado on the ground, as of now. Bear with me, folks. Alright, so yeah, we possibly have a now strong tornado, possibly on the ground. This warning I think this warning is still observed, but we're probably going to see a new extension to a tornado warning out here to add these new Virginia regions, and maybe a little bit farther out, as this velocity couplet's kind of heading out in between this warning. So it's in between the line. Once it heads out here, we might see a new warning get issued here very, very shortly. But a tornado is on the ground, impacting relatively small areas with a few houses here and there. If you are in this path of the storm, you need to be in your safe place now. That includes just north of Afton. If you're on, I can't see that word there. If you are on Creamsbury Road, it looks like we do have a few residential houses out there, or barns, a few farms out there. If you're there, you need to be in your safe place now. Move into the interior room of a sturdy building. Be sure to get a helmet. Put a helmet on. We got a tornado on the ground. We are seeing that CC drop. It is observed. And this here's a track of it. It started just southwest of Afton. Now moving northeast of Afton. So we're or north, just north of Afton. So if you are out in Afton, north of it, you need to stay in your safe place. We got a possible strong tornado on the ground. So we're north, just north of Afton. I think most chasers have stopped today. Due to all the immense damage that was caused in Nebraska, we may see a state of emergency get issued for Nebraska due to how much tornadoes we've had today. That is one thing for certain. I wouldn't be surprised if we've seen one. So please be praying for Nebraska. And very advanced system that's still ongoing. And we did get a new mesoscale discussion. That is just mainly talking about the still concern of seeing a few tornadoes left over for tonight. But again, we still got that tornado on the ground down here north of Afton. That is just very interesting. That may be noise, but wow. Alright, so we got a strong velocity couplet. So yes, this is a strong tornado on the ground. If you have not already been in shelter, you should be now. You need to be moving into that safe place. Don't walk, run. Run to your shelter. This storm is continuing at this time. We got some storms to the south of this as well that we're going to continue to watch, but main focus right now is this storm right here. And we got a tornado on the ground. We got a little bit of contamination. I don't know what's going on right there with correlation, but we're seeing this storm continue. I wanna. We got a little bit of contamination. I don't know what's going on right there with correlation, but we're seeing this storm continue. I wanna. Uh, Hey Nathan, we're currently live on Facebook. Thank you for joining, or YouTube. Go ahead. Not Illinois. I am watching a tornado that is on the ground in Iowa.
Hey, Nicholas.
We got a CC drop, and the National Weather Service sees that as they did upgrade the tornado warning as observed. Not Illinois. I am watching a tornado that is on the ground in Iowa. Okay, if you want, you can work with me, and we could share my stream to wherever we need to share it, because we've been live. I don't actually know how long we've been live. 2 hours, it looks like. We've been live for 2 hours. You can work with me, and we could share my stream to wherever we need to share it, because we've been live. That works. If you want to do that, you can. just continuing to cover this ongoing tornado that is in Iowa at this time.
I'll gladly do that, and I'll sit there and
That's
I'll
totally
record
up to
you guys
you.
doing
The
it.
stream can hear you, so just letting you know about that.
If you want to do that, you can. We're just continuing to cover this ongoing tornado that is in.
Good question. Could that be Legacy WAP?
Can hear you, so just letting you know about that.
Okay, we did have somebody earlier that was in the Iowa area, in Nebraska area, that was on the stream that I'm assuming was a citizen out there that was chasing the storm. So, and I think they're helping with rescue efforts right now.
In the Iowa area, in Nebraska area, that was on the stream that I'm assuming was a
Yeah,
citizen
unfortunately that is
that was
true.
chasing.
Welcome in, Linda.
And I think they're helping with rescue efforts.
So again, we've got a tornado still on the ground. I've said this before, but this is not really impacting any populated areas or anything like that. It's rural, fairly rural. But if you are on Creamberry Road, this is now heading north of that road, heading into the Ree Road. So if you are out in Ree Road now, you need to be pulling off that road and getting out of the way of the storm. Maybe rain wrap, and it's getting darker, so you may not be able to see this storm. So just stay with me here. We're going to continue to keep an eye on this storm. But again, if you're on Ree Road, you need to get off of Ree Road. As this storm is continuing to move northeast into this area, again, this is going to mainly stay in a fairly rural area, but McPherson or going into Winterset and Buffalo, y'all will be next as this storm continues. But that's going to be a few minutes from now as we continue to monitor this storm and situation here.
Going into Winterset and Buffalo, y'all will be next as this storm continues. But that's going to be a few minutes from now as we continue to monitor this situation here.
Today has been incredibly busy and incredibly overperformed for sure. So take that to note. And one thing I'm going to mention, we got a larger possible, not to scare anybody, but we got a larger possible outbreak tomorrow in the Oklahoma regions. I've lost my brain thought. Let me replay what I was about to say. This tomorrow is looking a whole lot different perspective. I was surprised enough to see today. I'm just curious what we're going to see tomorrow. With bigger energy, a lot more energy out there, a lot more potential. All it takes is one thing to happen and we'll have a huge something. But at the same time, we can have something else happen and we won't see anything. So we'll have to continue to monitor that part. But I want to focus on today, and we'll focus on tomorrow. But right now, we continue to see this hook echo kind of include into itself a little bit, but it's still there. This hook echo is moving northeast around, I'm going to say 30 miles per hour. So this is a damaging tornado and has quarter-sized hail falling. And this is not PDS. This is not anything big. We still got a velocity couplet there. It has weakened since originally we've looked at it originally, but we are continuing to really monitor that. Here's our correlation coefficient that continues to stay with us. This has been on the ground for a few minutes now, and we're really just going to keep an eye on this one storm. We still do got 2 tornado warnings. One's got 5 minutes on it, and one's got 20 up near the Manila and Irwin region of Iowa. And the rest of the tornado warnings out there in Missouri and Texas, out all over that area, those areas, those were allowed to expire, thankfully. We continue to see a tornado watch for 80 minutes, 80 more minutes to 200 minutes out here in the Little Rock region, going into the Texas region. So we continue to see a tornado watch down in Missouri for another 79 minutes, and going into Iowa, we continue to see that one go on for another 79. We currently have one more tornado warning. One more up towards the coral region. This one may be dropped if the rotation has weakened, and it does look like that they may allow this one. Yep, there it went. It's been dropped. So now our main focus is just south of Des Moines, Iowa region, where we currently have a observed tornado warning just south of you folks there. If you are in Des Moines, I want to mention that this storm can head directly towards you there. So if you are out there, just be sure to be watching us here live, and be sure to keep an eye on your local National Weather Service, your news station, and your local meteorologist, and have plenty of ways to get warnings. But as of now, this storm is mainly going to impact the Winterset, Mackelsburg, those regions there. We have, bear with me. This storm is mainly going to impact the Winterset, Mackelsburg, those regions there. We have two observed tornado warnings and at least 5 tornado warnings at this time. Four tornado warnings. That's all focused in Iowa. And we have just about 15 severe thunderstorm warnings that continue, but main focus is in Iowa. And once these storms start to weaken, we'll kind of let you know on that fact, and we'll probably stay here for a little bit longer, and then we'll head out from there. But one thing I want to mention, we got the CC drop, but if you see all these reported lightning strikes from the radar here, one thing about that is that means we're seeing a amount of rotation out there that is very rapid and quickly. We're getting all those positive and negative charges colliding into each other, and we're getting those lightning strikes. And so this storm is very energetic, and that also kind of indicates that we got some stronger velocity up there. This is our high res velocity, and we'll take a look at our base velocity. A little bit more messy, but it's there. Base reflectivity shows about the same. Interesting hook echo. We did just get a new tornado warning. Don't really know why they did that, because this area was already under a tornado warning. Base reflectivity shows about the same. Although these velocity couplets are incredible. I think there's a new tornado warning on the ground at this time. Yep. Our new tornado is on the ground. I don't know why they did that, honestly, folks. They're just making a mess on the radar, or the tornado warnings here. You know, we do got this little couplet here that I want to continue to watch near Winterset. So if you're in Winterset, I do want to continue to watch that area as well. If you're down towards Macksburg, you also need to be in your safe place, as we still are seeing that tornado continue, and it's still on the ground. So if you're in Winterset, I do want to continue to watch that area as well. If you're down towards Macksburg, you also need to be in your, I think they allowed it to expire. Don't know. I don't know. And it's still on the ground. All right, so we got 3 observed tornado warnings that continue. This one is still going on towards Macksburg. So if you're in that area, this is mainly a rural tornado warning. All right, so we got 3 observed tornado warnings that continue. This one is still going on towards Macksburg. So if you're in that area, this is mainly a rural tornado warning. But right now things are looking a little bit better. Other than this one being on the ground. But right now things are looking a little bit better. Sorry, folks, I just seen that Doppler on wheels was out in Iowa today. That was awesome. That means some scientific information is going to be coming out soon. So that's interesting. Sorry, folks, I just seen that Doppler on wheels. All right, so we are just getting some neutrino reports around the Afton, Iowa today. That is coming in. So that's interesting. All right, so we are just getting some neutrino reports. Oh my goodness! Afton, Iowa today. That is coming in. Wow, folks, today was a day that we don't normally see out, and it's incredible today. But I'm very glad that we were able to go live. Unfortunately, we weren't able to cover the Omaha tornado warning or the other ones that were happening because we did have a wider spread tornado outbreak go out today. But we've been mainly focused in Nebraska and Iowa. Looks like our velocity couplet or our correlation coefficient continues throughout the evening here. Man, folks, today it's been extremely active. It pretty much what we would say overperformed in a big way. Like overperformed so much today. And tomorrow we're gonna continue to see the same thing go on. And I am gonna mainly come back tomorrow, and we're gonna go live for these storms out here as well. Out towards Oklahoma, that's possible. Once things slow down, we'll talk a little bit about that. But thank you to the 4 coordinational or concurrent views that are the people that have stayed with us here throughout the evening. Y'all are awesome. We're continuing to watch this tornado just south of Winterset. As it's still on the ground, it's beginning to move into a little bit more populated areas. We're getting like a little bit more houses out here. So this storm is still going to impact some smaller areas, and we're getting as it's still on the ground, it's beginning to move into a little bit more populated areas. We're getting like a little bit more houses out here. We may get something here with this storm just south of Afton again. So still going. We got storms continuing. Got a observed tornado warning down here too. It just won't stop, folks. If that is a correlation coefficient, Mount Oyer, I'm gonna say it just got hit. I can't be too sure. There's a lot of noise. That actually might be a hail spike. And let's just go ahead and do some scientific here. A hail spike, which is this right here, is an indication of large, and I mean large hail that is currently falling for the Mount Ark area. That's just indicating that the larger hail is happening. That's a artifact. That is what we call it. Of large, and I mean large hail that is currently falling for the Mount Ark area. That's just indicating that the larger hail is happening. That's a artifact. That is what we call it. Incredible. So as these tornado warnings continue, we're going to continue to stay alive. And this is kind of moving into Des Moines. Des Moines. So I really want to keep an eye on these storms because we could see newer tornado warnings come out here. But we got multiple velocity couplets within this storm, just near Winterset and Creston, as well as Mount Ark. This one's mainly large hail now. I wouldn't be surprised to see a severe thunderstorm warning get issued for that area soon. Incredible day today. I don't know what else to say. We're gonna stay live though. continue to watch these storms. Incredible day. Just to fix any confusion or anything, I'm going to turn off the tornado alarm. Continue to watch these storms. Alright, so one thing I'm going to do real quick is take a kind of video of our setup so we can see. What's going on? Alright, so one thing I'm going to do real quick is take a kind of video of our setup so we can see. Alright, there we go. We did a slow pan. That will be posted later on Twitter when things, again, calm down. Alright, there we go. We did a slow pan. That will be posted later on Twitter when things, again, calm down. Continuing to see a large tornado continue towards the Old Peru and East Peru region in Ord and Person going into Buffalo, Iowa. So we're really monitoring the storm. We got Corey Gherkin continuing to chase out here. But I tell you today, folks, it's been incredibly busy. So we're really monitoring the storm. We got Corey Gherkin continuing to chase out. Welcome into the 3 viewers that has just jumped in here. We're continuing to cover the tornado warning in Iowa that is still on the ground. So this is a confirmed tornado warning that is on the ground. And folks, this storm is continuing to be a concern. I think the correlation coefficient has weakened, and same with the velocity. We may see the storm take a moment to just take a break, and let's just hope we see that. As of now, it's still on the ground, but I think it's starting to take a little bit of a break, and that's what we want to see. I'm hoping that the storm completely weakens at this point, because it's heading into the Des Moines region, and I would hate to have this situation continue into that area. We still have one tornado warning that is still observed in the Mount area and Kellerton, but I don't think it's on the ground anymore. It's mainly large hail that's falling now. This tornado warning has 5 minutes on it, and I think we're going to see most definitely a severe thunderstorm warning get issued for this area, since we are seeing some larger hail. You can even see that hail spike ongoing in on velocity couplet, velocity. So thank you for the 5 current viewers that has joined in. Again, we're really continuing to cover these last little bits of these storms that's continuing to go throughout the Iowa region. Most of the storms have begun to weaken. We got no severe thunderstorm warnings in Missouri now. There's our severe thunderstorm warning. Most likely, let's see where that was issued at. Texas. That's mainly focused in Texas. So we got a few severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas and Arkansas. But as of now, Again, the only tornado warnings that we have out here is in the Iowa region. We're continuing to monitor these storms in the Iowa region. As of now, we got one tornado that is continuing to be on the ground. Matter of fact, I'm going to change my mind on that. Our correlation coefficient has weakened a bit. I think now we're just seeing a field of noise or debris falling. There's our new tornado warning. This is moving closer to our Des Moines region, but this is now radar indicated. It is not observed. It is just radar indicated, so we do not have a tornado warning or a observed tornado warning anymore. We got this one, and this one right here is going to continue for another 33 minutes. It is still observed too. So I am going to take a look at our correlation coefficient. And now, okay, so we do have a tornado on the ground north of Afton. We just got a new tornado report here. Large tornado near Afton moving northeast. Debris field reported with damage. So, new tornado just now going on now. If you're joining in here, we got a new debris signature just west of Afton. This is going to be something that we're going to also continue to watch for now. These are really continue to pop up. These storms will not stop. But this is our CC drop here that is continuing to go on here. This CC drop just now developed and now is moving at least northeast at and around. Bear with me as I try to pull up the speed at the storm. The storm is moving 35 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and draw a storm track on this storm. And we just got a new tornado warning. We'll show that in a minute. I'm going to get a storm track at 35. So this is mainly heading towards the Lauriamore region in Iowa. This has 18 minutes left until it impacts your region. You got 343 people that are going to be impacted by this storm. We got a new tornado warning down here towards the Mount Airy region for a radar indicated tornado warning and 2 inches in size hail that is possible. That is continuing to go on throughout the region. Down here towards the Mount Airy region for a radar indicated tornado warning and 2 inches in size hail that is possible. That is continuing to go on throughout the region. Wow. All right, folks. So this is just coming in. Not allowed to use footage, but I did repost it just now on Twitter. If you follow me at WeathermanNick1, again, WeathermanNick1 on Twitter, it is reposted. We got a now new large tornado that is a little bit of a rain wrap. It may start rain wrapping a little bit here soon. And we also had that one strong tornado near Mount Airy, Iowa, earlier, around 10 minutes ago. That was multi-vortice. Multi-vortice tornado was down over there. It's a lot of damage being reported today. Here soon. And we also had that one strong tornado near Mount Airy, Iowa, earlier, around 10 minutes ago. That was multi-vortice. Multi-vortice tornado was down over there. It's a lot of damage being reported today. Sorry, folks. I'm just looking at some of the tornado footage that's coming in. So we currently have one tornado still on the ground. That is north of Ofton, Iowa. If you are in Ofton, Iowa, folks, I want you to be in your safe place. This is a tornado that's still continuing to move through the region. This is the same areas that I was talking about earlier. Cranberry Road. Again, you're getting another storm move over this road. If you're on 150th Street, this correlation coefficient or this tornado is now moving into your region. So folks, this is not something to play around with. You need to be in your safe place now. Move into an interior room if you're out in front of the storm, and continue to move into a safe place now. We are seeing a cone-shaped tornado being reported with this storm around the Creston and Aton region. So a cone-shaped tornado is on the ground and mainly impacting rural areas. A few houses may be impacted here, unfortunately. So if you're out in front of this, folks, you need to be in your safe place right now. So a cone-shaped tornado is on the ground and mainly impacting rural areas. A few houses may be impacted here, unfortunately. So if you're out in front of this, folks, you need to be in your safe place right now. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me, folks. We might have something here. I'm going to watch that one continuously, but for right now, it doesn't look like nothing much. Going back down here, that might be a tornado on the ground, but Corey Gherkin's not seeing anything. Anyway, we're continuing to see this correlation coefficient or the CC drop continue. Right here at this intersection, we do have a few houses out in front of it. Creams Mary Road, that would be 1496 house of 1496 and 1490. These little houses here are being impacted at this time. Now, newest update. This is now moving out of that area. So, folks, I hope everybody's okay in those houses, that maybe those were abandoned or you are already in your safe place. The correlation or CC drop has weakened a little bit there, but we're continuing to see this tornado go through the area, and it is still on the ground. I was gonna do something, but I completely forgot. A little bit there, but we're continuing to see this tornado go through the. Anyway, folks, I do apologize about that. So again, we still got a correlation coefficient or CC drop that is going through. We'll go ahead and take a look at velocity just to kind of give you a better look at the storm and winter set. You also need to be in your safe place. You got an interesting storm, a lot of lightning activity as well continue. And it looks like we did get an extension to our tornado watch. Now, Des Moines, you are included in this tornado watch at this time. Again, Des Moines, you are in this tornado watch that continues throughout the rest of the evening, folks. So we really want you folks to be in your safe place, and we just want you folks to just move into an area of a safe place. So as of now, we continue to monitor these storms around the Winterset region and Des Moines region, but as of now, it's relatively interesting to watch these storms. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, but this one storm in just south of Des Moines is very interesting. Alright, folks. I will be right back real quick. Gonna do a few things. I'm gonna get some light music playing. Alright, folks. I will be right back real quick. And I will be back. Alright, folks, I apologize about that there. I went to go do a few things and check on family members in the house, but we continue to have our tornado warnings out here. They're all radar indicated except one, and that would be this one down here. But I would imagine that they're probably going to allow that one to expire here very soon. We also have this one storm out here around the Osceola, Osceola, um, Iowa region that has 3 inches in size hail. Again, that is 3 inches in size hail. That is unimaginable amount of damage out there. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up something real quick. Here you go. So, anything larger than 275 is going to be a softball. So you're getting close to baseball to softball size hail within this one storm. Again, that would be baseball to softball size hail. So we're going from 2 different sports there. Well, same sports, but 2 different leagues. But anyway, we are continuing to see some tornadoes throughout the evening here. And we're going to really keep an eye on these storms for the most part. We got the event's pretty much slowing down a little bit, and I hope it stays that way. But as of now, let's see. I do not think we have any tornadoes on the ground, thankfully. Yep, no tornadoes on the ground. So as of now, we just got a few radar indicated tornado warnings. But even if they're not on the ground, folks, I still want you to be in your safe place as these storms are still continuing to do their thing. If this one storm right here can slow down on the hail and kind of pick up on some other energy out there, it may become an issue. But one thing is, we do got a line right behind this one storm. So if the line can catch up to the storm, we may see it just pretty much go into one singular line, and that's when we'll begin to start seeing a QLCS threat out here throughout this region. But it does look like they're both moving decently slow. 40 miles per hour. So we just got our new mesoscale discussion for this trying to watch down here. Basically talking about the uptick of just areas of greatest wind and hail threat within the short-term time frame, and that would be down here around the Canton and Texarkana, in between those areas, going up into Conway and Little Rock. So that's where our largest wind and hail threat is continuing. So we may see the back half tornado watches being discontinued here soon, but as of now, we're just kind of waiting on any other updates. I apologize for the silence here. We got stuff still going on, but right now it's about the same. We got several tornado warnings. That being said, we got about 4 of them currently ongoing throughout the Iowa region still. That includes the Grand River and Osceola. I never can say that word there. Or name throughout the Iowa region, and including the East Peru, Peru, Lorimer, going into St. Charles, Winterset, Patterson, um, Churchville, a little bit more populated areas that are in this. So we do see, if we do see something within tornado develop, we will be a little bit more concerned of seeing something from that. Looking at Connor Cross stream, looks like we got a funnel. We do got a funnel on Connor Cross stream on Radar Omega here. That is right here. All right, so yep. All right, so we're getting a funnel. I'm gonna look at Corey Kirkman. So Connor Croft does have a funnel just northeast of Patterson. If you are in Patterson, we're starting to see a funnel cloud develop. And speaking of rotation as well, we got this one right here that's continuing, not as strong, but it's still there. If it does anything more, we may see an extension of a tornado warning out here for the Des Moines region. So just a watch out there. What Ryan would say, y'all watch out indicator pretty much. Continuing to see extremely large hail with this storm in Osceola. Creston, this tornado warning doesn't really count for anything. So really, we're down to 3 tornado warnings. I don't really know why the National Weather Service hasn't decided to discontinue this warning yet, which they should, but it's alright. Folks, we have been live for almost 3 hours straight covering this live event. So, very interesting to continue to cover this. We're going to continue to stay live. My main focus is going to be towards Patterson and Churchville region here. We've got 2 areas of rotation towards Patterson and south of Cumming, Iowa. So, or west of Cumming, Iowa. These storms are going to be moving into Des Moines here relatively soon. Maybe a new velocity couplet trying to develop down here northeast of 169. There it is. New tornado warning, including Des Moines. So, as I was just saying, so we're about to, if you're in Des Moines, you're probably hearing those tornado sirens going off. So, again, we got a new tornado warning just now in for the West Des Moines, Urbandale, Johnston, Grimes, Des Moines itself, and Waukee, including Cumming as well. So if you're in these areas, you need to be in your safe place. That includes a new tornado warning for another 24 minutes. That includes for this velocity couplet right here that we're continuing to monitor. So the National Weather Service seeing exactly what I was talking about there as well. And they agreed on they also seeing that couplet as well. Alright, folks, I do apologize for that silence there. I was looking at some social media pages there real quick. So we're continuing to see this sail just west of Osceola that is now beginning to rotate a little bit more. With that being said, that warning is going to stay with us for another 23 more minutes here. So you can see this velocity couplet right here. That's winds going away and towards the radar. So I'm reading some stuff. All right. That's I'm trying to get my brain straight here, folks. I do apologize. So we're really continuing to monitor these sails around the Des Moines region. I'm actually getting a little bit concerned with this one. If it continues to try to wrap around itself, we could see a possible imminent tornado around the West Des Moines region. So we'll really keep an eye on that storm. Let's hope it dissipates. And if you are around the Patterson area, we're continuing to watch that storm. Connor Croft earlier did have a funnel, but I don't think it has a funnel anymore. There's tornado warning down here near Creston. I'm 100% sure that it's going to be allowed to expire. Pretty much not even included in the storm. So we will be left with 4 more tornado warnings after that one expires. And I do believe we'll continue seeing these storms continue throughout the region. Once these move out of the Des Moines area, we'll probably continue to monitor. That just very much depends on if the severe weather continues throughout this area. We've been live for 3 hours now, and still covering the ongoing tornado warnings out here towards the Des Moines, going all the way to Mount Airy region. I can't speak today. We got a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings still ongoing around the Mount Pleasant and going all the way into Arkansas, just east of Little Rock, Arkansas. We got a bunch of damage reports. Large tree limbs down and Gibson winds estimated to be 60 miles per hour. Trees down on houses, power lines blown over, and billboards damaged in town. So this one line is causing damage for sure. It's beginning to move out of the one last tornado watch that we have in Arkansas, right here anyway. We'll probably see these be discontinued later as well. But as of now, we got some smaller sails out there, and that's why we got it. These are going to be probably dropped if the sails don't develop. Another interesting thing is this is our dry line. Our dry line is retreating west towards Oklahoma City. A very cool scene here. Wonder if we could see that. Don't think we can. But that's cool enough that we could see it. Awesomely. So yeah, that's our dry line retreating to the west. Again, we still got a massive possible tornado outbreak tomorrow that we got to continue to watch for. So we will be live again tomorrow covering that. It does look like this storm towards Osceola is maybe trying to do it again. If it can get its act together, it might. But that's a little mini supercell right there. That was a terrible circle. That is our mini supercell. If, again, the line catches up to it, we may see it dissipate pretty much. But the line has been struggling to catch up to that one storm. So I think we got some good time on it. And looks like Nick has missed. All right, folks, we got a observed tornado warning currently west or southwest of West Des Moines, Iowa. This is a dangerous situation here. This is moving into a populated area. We got, again, a observed tornado warning. There is a tornado on the ground south of West Des Moines. And we're going to go ahead and update our title here. All right, folks, so we updated that. Tornado on the ground south of Des Moines, Iowa. This is beginning to head into a populated area. A lot of towns are going to be in this area. I'm afraid that we're going to start seeing something come up within this. We got a tight velocity couplet right here. That's where we're seeing that possible now tornado that's on the ground towards the Cumberland and West Des Moines region of Iowa. Folks, this is a situation where this is moving into a little bit more populated area. So, folks, if you're out in front of this, be finding a bicycle helmet. Get as many objects as you possibly can, moving into an interior room of a sturdy building, and bring your children, your kids, your pets, bring them all in, away from windows and doors, into an exterior room of an interior building of your house. We are really keeping an eye on this storm now. Again, this is moving into a populated area, unfortunately. And we'll go ahead and draw us a track. This is moving northeast around 45 miles per hour. West Des Moines, this will be in your area within 4 minutes. Ottawa, 7 minutes. Windsor Heights, 11 minutes. Livingston, 15 minutes. Again, Marksville, 20 minutes. Swanwood, 20 minutes. Saylorville, 20 minutes. And Saylor, this will be in your area in 20 minutes. You got 76,000 people that are going to be affected by this. Please be in your safe place now. We're going to continue to monitor this. I am going to pull up Twitter real quick to see if we are seeing anything. And as of now, nothing at the moment. But we do have a confirmed tornado warning heading into the Des Moines region. So, not seeing any tornado damage or anything. Of course, it did just touch down, and we are just now getting into this. So, we're going to continue to really keep an eye on this storm here. Again, West Des Moines, I want you folks to be in your safe place if you are in or in front of this storm. No other tornado warnings have been issued. We are just going to stay focused on this storm in Des Moines. Velocity has weakened a little bit. One thing we want to see. Alright, let's hope it stays. Alright, so velocity couplet needs to weaken. Just enough for us to lose that couplet. But right now, it is still continuing. We're picking up debris. If you're on Mathbeat Lake Road, you need to be in your safe place now. You need to get off the roadway if you haven't already. And you need to be moving into a sturdy building of an interior room of a building as well. We just had a few residential houses that was impacted. If you are on Interstate 35, you need to be getting off that road now or pulling over, and do not park under an overpass. Park in a safe place, get into a ditch, or find the most thing that I would say to do is find an interior building around the town to take shelter in. The storm is again moving into the region. As of now, Connor Croft is moving into that area. But right now we still got that CC drop. I'm waiting on some newer scans. Not seeing anything about any reports of damage or anything like that just yet. I'm gonna fix something real quick to help us. Bear with me, folks. We still got that tornado warning. I'm just trying to get something fixed up. Alright. Awesome. So now we can actually see what's going on. Alright, so we just got a new update on one of our tornado warnings. I believe that's going to be down here. That was updated. So a few counties and towns were cut off of that one. We're still watching this CC drop move through the West Des Moines region. I really want you folks to stay in your safe place. Do not get out. Stay there and do not move. This is a dangerous situation. If it continues, if it strengthens, we could see something else come out of the storm. But right now, looks to be weakening. Folks, let's see. This is now crossing Interstate 35, going towards Commerce. If you are in Commerce, you need to be in your safe place now. You do not need to be outside trying to record this storm. You need to be in your safe place. You don't need to be dilly-dallying. You need to run, not walk. Run to your shelter. We got this tornado that is on the ground. Not strong, but it's a tornado, and it's still on the ground. It doesn't mean anything. Velocity is not showing much, but this storm is still on the ground, and folks, I just really can't stress it enough that you need to be in your safe place. With this being more of a residential area, a lot of debris is probably going to be picked up and thrown up in the air, so you could also be hurt. The main thing that people get injured from is not the tornado itself, but tornado debris. The debris from houses, from cars, and everything that's out there. That's what people mainly get injured from. Again, it's not the tornado itself, it's the debris. But we're really continuing to monitor this storm as it moves into the Commerce, Iowa region, just south of West Des Moines. Reports of tornado is being now reported here. Tornadic debris signature noted on radar, so now that is continuing to be a thing. I was making sure this wasn't this storm here. It's going to be just this one right here, staying south of West Des Moines at this time, but heading into Commerce. This radar scan is taking a whole lot longer to update. Concerning enough to continue to see the storm move into a populated area, folks. If you are in the Commerce region, you need to be in your safe place. And looks like that correlation coefficient has broke up, so now it might have just lifted, and we're seeing debris kind of just fall. So we're probably seeing a fallout of debris continue. We got 9 minutes on this tornado warning. We may get it continued. Excuse me. We may get it continued. If not, they may let it go for now. Each one of these storms has 9 minutes on it. So as of now, we still got a bunch of areas that are continuing to rotate within the line. So I'm just curious what the National Weather Service are going to do. But as of now, we're just really continuing to monitor these storms. Our correlation coefficient, or CC drop, still continues around the West Des Moines region. We got a update to the tornado watch down in Arkansas. They discontinued a few areas around the Texas and Arkansas region. So Little Rock, parts of Little Rock, actually all of Little Rock, is out of the tornado watch. I think this tornado has lifted as of now. So we are continuing to see our 5 tornado warnings. Four tornado warnings. They each have 7 minutes on them. We'll see what the National Weather Service does, either before they expire or when they expire. There it is. We got a new tornado warning for a southern storm towards Tingley for a area of rotation right here. Again, just north of Tingley, Iowa. So I do believe this storm is going to continue to see updates on tornado warnings out here as this whole line is rotating. Mostly, and I want to turn off our warnings real quick and show you folks what I'm talking about here. Most legitimately, our whole line is rotating. It is continuing to rotate with lots of lightning on it, and we've already had a bunch of reports today and throughout the region, so it isn't going to stop there, that's for one. I'm trying to turn off some of this stuff so we can actually see, but turning off all the warning icons and stuff, we can really see that a lot of this line is rotating. You got couplet 1, couplet 2, maybe an area out in here that's rotating, something around here, and going north. We're seeing a few of those couplets as well, but now this is really turning into a linear threat. I could see a continuation in these tornado warnings. Here's this new one, as the storm is violently rotating a little bit, and this one we might have to deal with a little bit longer. But I think they're gonna, yep, there goes that one in Des Moines. That one was allowed to expire. These down here are probably most likely going to be allowed to expire as well. Same with this one. So we're going to see this one and this one. We're only going to see about 2 tornado warnings once the other ones expire. Going back down south to our Texas storm, we got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings for those. We got 1 in Arkansas. As this continues to move through, if it can keep its strength, we'll have to see. But there's an outflow boundary here as these storms are looking like they're going to begin to die off. We don't really have a lot of energy out here. A lot of our chasers are out here in Des Moines region, so that's for one thing certain. All right, so we are continuing to cover this area of interest throughout this line. I think Des Moines is now going to be dealing with mainly damaging winds. So it looks like we may still have a little bit of couplet in the urban areas. So we'll have to watch that. We may see a tornado warning out here if that continues, but that's just in a weird spot within this storm. So I'm not really thinking we're going to see much out here. We still got 3 minutes on our other warnings. Once these are allowed to expire, we'll only have, again, 2 tornado warnings. And this right here is the one that I'm really wanting to really watch, as that one has a pretty decent couplet. And this one down here does too, but it's not as largely concerning as this one is. That would include the Liberty Center in Milo, including Indian Ola in New Virginia. And yeah, that's a storm we're going to continue to watch. Don't think nothing's on the ground. Nope. It's just getting its act together, really. We got a new severe thunderstorm warning that is now for Newport. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts is possible around the Newport, Arkansas area. Therapy, folks, here. I do apologize. If y'all are heading out or anything, we still do have a bunch of tornado warnings out here. We just saw a bunch of our tornado warnings was allowed to expire there. May see a few more get issued throughout the evening, but we are right now with 2 tornado warnings continuing. But I'm going to continue real quickly. Text one of my forecasters or one of my people that I work with to kind of give them a idea of what my plan is. All right, folks. So I know we still got 2 tornado warnings, but I think we're gonna just go ahead and well, let's see. We may stay a little bit longer, but I believe I'm going to go ahead and let this go for tonight. What I got to do is get ready for tomorrow, and try to get something done for tomorrow as well. We do have a few developing storms outside of this line. If those can, again, interact with any of the atmosphere out there, we may see some more storms continue throughout the evening. But as of now, our tornado watch does continue for those areas. I think they're going to let this tornado watch go, including No, they're going to continue with these down here, but they're going to let these two go, and maybe the ones down here in Missouri as well. So all the Missouri tornado watches that are still ongoing may be allowed to expire, while the Arkansas and Texas ones will continue, and same with the Iowa ones. But folks, that's going to be it for tonight. I know we still got 2 tornado warnings. Tune in with Ryan Hall, y'all, on YouTube or your local news station. If anything does pop up that is significant, I will come back. But for right now, we are going to let the stream go. So, folks, I appreciate you for joining in. We hope you have a wonderful and safe night. I guess, again, the event is not over yet. We still got several hours to go with this event, but again, Nick has got to prepare for tomorrow. So,